Thank you, Ron, for those very kind remarks, and I can't tell you how thankful and humbled I am to receive this award. I mentioned to my mom that tonight I'm probably going to spend a couple of hours of sharing my life story. And she said to me, "Son, I'm 103 years old. I don't have much time left. Keep it short." So I'll be brief. You probably won't be very enlightened, but you'll be very grateful. I truly believe that the journey is our destination. And I want to take just a few moments to highlight some of the parts of my journey so I can publicly recognize folks who are very important in my life and just have a lot to do with me standing in front of you this evening. Of course, my journey starts with my parents and the foundation that they laid. And then about in 8th grade, the Holy Spirit caused a ruckus. I know our Bishop Schuelke talked about the Spirit, but he didn't talk about the Spirit causing a ruckus. And what had happened is I had this notion that I wanted to be a priest. So at age 14, I left home and entered St. Francis Minor Seminary. Now, my folks weren't really too excited about me leaving at that early age. In fact, to this very day, whenever I don't mind my manners, Mom will say, "I take no responsibility for his behavior. He left home when he was 14, and he was put in the hands of a bunch of men." I'd like to introduce my mom, please. So Mom's 103 years old, and will be 104 in February. And thanks to my lovely sister and her husband, Jace, who looks in after her every day. She still lives in our home and lives independently and still plays bridge with the younger ladies who are in their 80s. When I mentioned to Mom that I was going to receive this award, she said, "Well, Bob, tonight I can go to bed with a smile on my face." So thank you, Mom, for everything that you did. Little did I know that when, as Ron said, we arrived at St. Francis Minor Seminary 50 years ago this month, that we would create some long-lasting relationships. And I want to honor those relationships and thank Tom Posnansky for nominating me and for Ron for filling in tonight, and Tim Lynch, who's with a classmate, and Mike Purse, who's with us tonight. And I really appreciate those long-lasting relationships. As Ron alluded to, I think the formation and the seeds planted for social justice occurred in our years here, particularly in our college years. Most of us, or all of us, did service work, and as Ron alluded to, some of us walked with Father Grappia on the open house marches. I graduated from here in 1968, and then the Holy Spirit caused another ruckus. I met this beautiful girl at West Bend Country Club where we both worked, and soon I found out that I was decalled from the Holy Priesthood. And 41 years ago, I married my soulmate and best friend, Barbara. She's the director of music and liturgy at St. James Parish in Menominee Falls, so it's been wonderful for us to share our ministries together. We have 3 wonderful children, Jeffrey and his soon-to-be bride, Eva. Please stand. And Timothy. And then our daughter Liz, who couldn't be with us tonight because she is in France with her husband, who plays professional basketball there. About 10 years ago, Barb and I participated in a mini Just Faith course, and the Holy Spirit caused another ruckus. I had this notion that maybe I could do some interesting work in the context of a parish, and I thought, well, maybe to prepare myself to do that, I would enroll in the lay leadership certificate division here at the seminary. So I did that in 2002 and graduated in 2006. Now, I'd love to be able to say that I loved every minute of that experience, but I have some classmates here tonight who would yell out, "You lie." But like most good Catholic programs, it was long and arduous and tedious and painful, but it certainly was very, very worthwhile. I have to publicly thank Father Don Tim, who hired me as a Director of Human Concerns at his new parish at St. Anne's in Pleasant Prairie, for really being a mentor for me and teaching me how to work within the context of a parish. And I also need to thank Father Tim Kitske, who was the pastor of Three Holy Women, for hiring me in 2004 as the Director of Human Concerns. And I really believe that experience and opportunity that was afforded me there has caused me to be able to live more deeply the spirit of St. Francis. So I also want to thank the two priests who are now form the priest team there, Mike Mikulski, Father Mike Mikulski, and Father Brian Mason. Father Brian's here with us this evening. And we have a wonderful staff. Would you guys please stand up? Who's Mary and Brenda and who else is here? Yes. And Terry. We all hear about sometimes it's very much of a nightmare to work in parishes on parish staff, but this has been a wonderful experience. We have a lot of fun, and mostly it's at my expense. What's wonderful about Three Holy Women Parish, and again has a lot to do with the spirit of St. Francis of War, is our parishioners. I really just kind of convene people and bring them together and kind of provide some structure, and then I try to step back and get out of the way. And we just have wonderful parishioners who are passionate and follow their spirit as far as social justice is concerned, and have created some wonderful ministries. And there's some folks here tonight. Could you guys please stand up from Three Holy Women Parish? Several years ago, we opened what we call a hospitality center, and that's for community members in our area, in our neighborhood, to come and to be with us for an hour on Friday mornings and to have coffee and just be. And we have 4 of our guests with us tonight. John, will you stand up? And Chuck, and Laverne, and Joe, please stand up. I'm just so honored and privileged that you were able to be with us tonight. I want to close with a challenge for all of us. In the last several years, I've been studying Eastern spirituality, and recently one of my teachers said, "Bob, all you really need to do is to show up for meditation. Just to be there, to listen to what the divine, what God has in store for you, to be understanding of our interconnectedness, to be people of compassion, and to go out and to live the Jesus story in your life." And as I thought about those themes, I really connected with how that theme is really what the spirit of St. Francis is all about, and also what the social justice work that we do is all about. If we think about the work that we've done in Georgia, the former Soviet Republic, with Catholic Relief Services, and went over there to share with them what we do at Three Holy Women Parish as far as parish social ministry, to the work that we do when we've been to Uganda, our sister parish, to the opportunity that I have when I weekly go to the jail at the Milwaukee County Jail, to our hospitality center, to the wonderful work that we do with Habitat, and all the wonderful ministries that we have under our hunger ministries. These are all about showing up and realizing the face of Jesus in the other. So I challenge each and every one of us to each day to spend some time to listen to the divine, to listen what God has in store for you, to understand our connectedness, to be people of compassion, and to go out and show up and to live the Jesus story in your life. Thank you so much for showing up this evening, and God bless.